people, welcome. I am so blessed to have you here, to say the least. Thank you for being here. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for watching, even if you're only going to be here for like, what, 30 seconds. Thank you for tuning in. Usually, I have a lot of energy, before I stream. Honestly, I could yell at you, I could cuss you out, but you know what? I'm gonna keep it cool. I'm gonna keep it cool. It's all right. Thanks for being here, Anesu. Um, I'm having a great morning. Trust me. I'm not mad. I'm not angry. I'm not irritated. I'm none of that. But as you read the title, you guys won. I give up. I give up on the efforts that I'm putting in. I give up on trying. I give the heck up. I give up. But before I get into it, I hope that you all are doing well. I hope that your family is well. I hope that your loved ones are well. The people that you care for, all of that. I hope that they're all doing well. Okay? So, let's briefly talk about it. I give up, and I don't want to hear nothing. I give up on trying to react to Pop the Balloon. I give up. We're not doing it anymore. Forget about it. It's getting to a point where, like, every time I try, somehow it's like some new content will pop up where I'm like, okay, let me, react to that instead. Or the episode is not like entertaining enough for me. Like, I'm telling you right now, Pop the Balloon is not that good or entertaining if there is no toxicity in the show. I really find it incredible that people are really sitting down watching. I'm not saying that it's a bad show. I'm not saying it's a bad concept, but I'm saying, like, I get bored. The vision is for people to really find love, and the whole process, like me watching that, I just can't. It's boring. It's boring. So, yeah, I'm done. I would never bring up Pop the Balloon ever again. And I'm not joking, by the way, because I know I play a lot. I'm not joking. Hi, Sunny. Thank you for being here, girl. Yeah. I'm really... Okay. It is what it is, It's alright. I'm not gonna trip over it. Whatever. Anisu, whatever. Like, I honestly need a second. I need a second to, like... Because you know what? Pop the Balloon helped to keep the ball rolling with my streams. You know what I mean? And now that we don't have that anymore, you should be expecting... I mean, this is the last week of me streaming 3 days a week, so whatever. Hey, But for today's stream, expect it to be rather short, unless I have a lot to say like yesterday. Yesterday's video, Fit was talking not so much, but he was saying things that had me, like, go on a whole rant. You know what I mean? And the video was only like 17 minutes long. But I took it up to, I think, 2 hours. I think I took it up to 2 hours just speaking on it. So, yeah. What we have here, if you look at the pinned comment, is The Desirable Truth and Skeeter Jean, Catching Predators. To be so honest with you, if I did not discover either of these channels, there would be no stream today. That's how difficult it can get, but we figured it out. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into The Desirable Truth. Let me make the screen bigger. All right. I don't have that much energy for some peculiar reason. Maybe it's because of the whole pop the balloon thing, but you know what? I think it was one of the first things that I reacted to as well. But anyways, let's continue. All right.
What's your age?
I'm 33 in 9 days.
Are you single?
Yes, I'm single.
At 32, has a man ever proposed to you before?
No, never. I've never been proposed to. I don't think I've ever given the man the feeling that he could propose to me. I'm very strong and I'm very independent, and I've never really given the man an opportunity to think that he could.
Well, what makes you think it's on you to give the man the opportunity to propose to you as opposed to it just being something he does?
Basically because men in Miami do not like to be turned down. And if they don't feel the energy with the person that it's going to get to that point, then they're not going to even try.
But what was your longest relationship?
So my longest relationship in reality has been a year, 2 years. And that's only because 2 years because I made myself continue to try. But in reality, I'll test the man out for the year, and after that, if I feel like there's no consistency and he's lacking how he was from the beginning, I completely cut it off.
What's your age?
You need a year for that? You need a year? What do you mean testing a man out? Are we talking about the talking stage? Because here's my thing about the talking stage, right? It's just my personal opinion. I don't believe in a talking stage for longer than, I will say, a couple months. I don't understand being in a talking stage for 6 months, let alone a year. But that's if she's talking about a year. I don't do that. If you know what you want, I know what I want. I don't see why we gotta be in a talking stage for so long. I'll even say 3 months. But after that, what is going on? What's happening? You know what I mean? So, yeah. That's just me though. Hey! I thought of you too over the wedding weekend. Oh my god, I thought about everybody from here. Like, I cannot wait to come back. So, it's a blessing to have you here. A year is a bit long. Seni, you're being nice. A year is too damn long. A year after, you know what, for me, within those 3 months, you gotta let me know what your intentions are. Like, what do you want? You need to be a man. What do you want? Because I'm not going to be talking to somebody and, I mean, I'm 21, but I think it makes sense. I'm not going to be in a talking stage with somebody with no intentions of ever being married. I don't see the point in I don't believe in entertaining people. I think that's what it is. I don't believe in entertaining men. I'm not going to talk to you if I have no intentions of being married. And that's where a lot of people like to go astray because they like to play games. I'm not playing games. I'm a very serious woman. I'm in university. I work. I take care of myself. I'm close with God. You know, all these things. I don't have time. I can't even fathom at the age of 21 entertaining men. For what? Why? If you do it, that's your business, because marriage is not for everybody. As long as you're not going around sleeping with people like handshakes, marriage is not for everybody. You get what I'm saying? But talking to a man for longer than 3 months and we haven't had that conversation, like what are your intentions? That's something that we should be talking about in the beginning. Like, why are you talking to me? Like, what do you want? What do you want? You're talking to me because you find me attractive? back up. Stay away from me. I don't want to talk to you. Because I'm not going to talk to a man if I do not see myself being married. That's just me, though. Let's continue.
Age.
33.
And are you single?
Nah, married.
Period.
How long have you been married?
I came with you to be part of something. The Empire.
Single.
Nah, married.
How long have you been married?
Since 2017.
So being married 8 years, how do you keep a relationship together that long?
33 minus 8. So he was 25. Ooh. He was 25 when he got married. Wow.
Pay 100% 17.
So being married 8 years, how do you keep a relationship together that long?
Pay 100% of everything.
So it's a man's job to be a provider.
100%. You
Yes.
ain't a man if you're not a provider.
So what gave you that mentality?
Man, I've been had it since I was young. I mean, shoot, if you look at the granddaddies and everything, they was taking care of the bills, and guess what? They was with grandma for the longest. These dudes be in relationships in and out because they not paying 100% of everything. That's the reason why they in washing machine ass relationships.
So how do you and your wife handle most of the bills? All you, or does she chip in some places?
All me.
But does your wife work?
No. Why would I want to do that? Think about it. If your woman work, that means she pretty much listening to two men. He telling her what to dress, what time to show up, you know, what time to go home. Nah, we ain't doing none of that. She got one man and one man only, so she ain't finna work. She ain't finna work.
Okay, but hold on though. Hold on. This is lovely. I do believe this is what happens when you touch grass, you guys. You touch some grass, or you watch everything of what you see online, not just one side. You know, you see stuff like this because this stuff is not posted enough online. I do believe, though, I feel like the type of woman I am, I want to work. You get what I'm saying? I don't want to go too deep into it because, like, it's just, that's me. But I prefer to work because, I mean, what I'm doing right now, this is work. This is what I enjoy doing. It's like my hobby, right? Hold on, I'm about to sneeze. Excuse me. I feel like if a woman is working, not saying that she should, but it would make sense for her to pay, I don't know, some of the bills. She doesn't have to. It's between her and her husband, right? But it would make sense. Because to me, I don't know. I'm conflicted. You know, I'm conflicted. Because currently I work. You know what I mean? I'm in university and everything. I work. So it depends. Do what you want. Do what makes you happy. But I don't ever want, for example, like an 18-year-old man to be like, if I'm not able to pay 100% of the bill and I decided to get married at like 19, 20. I don't know. Like, I don't think you are a failure as a man if you're not able to pay 100% of the bills, as long as you are ambitious and you are working towards getting to that point. Where you lose me is when you are stagnant. But for me, it's complicated. It's complicated. Like, you're choosing to be stagnant. You're choosing. I feel like a man that truly loves you is gonna want. No. That's what I want to say. I feel like a man that truly loves you is not going to be okay. What is it? A man that truly loves you is gonna have the goal to pay for everything. That's what it is. Because after what I've seen in my life, I've come up with that conclusion, that hypothesis. A man that truly loves you, it does, whether he's not able to do it now, or it doesn't matter. He wants to pay 100% of everything. He doesn't want his woman to be working. But at the same time, he wouldn't have an issue with his woman working because we're in the modern times. You guys get it. Yeah.
God forbid something happened to you and you lost everything. How would you expect her to be able to, take care of things.
You're always supposed to look for a capable woman, not a woman that's handling business. If she's capable of handling things, you already know that based off of how you meet her, right? Did you meet her at the mom's house? Most dudes be over here saying, man, but she might be a gold digger. Where did you meet her at? Did she have her own place? Did she have her own car? That's the woman you want to take care of, because she was handling business with or without you regardless.
Period! How many times do I be telling women, you have no business being married? Girlfriend is one thing, but you have no business being married if you are not taking care of yourself. He said it. He said it. What do you mean? Oh, I don't understand some men. Oh, what if she's a gold digger? And where did you meet her at? What did she have going on when you met her? You know what I mean? As a woman, you need to be in school. Trade school, university, doesn't matter. A high school diploma is not it, girl. That's the bare minimum. College is hard. Trade school is hard. But for you to be proudly say, oh yeah, I got my GED, I'm good to go. No, you're not. No, you're not. You need to have something going on for yourself. University, trade school, the money that you're making, something. You need to have stuff going on. You need to have something going on for yourself. Also, because what if something happens to your man? Your man gets injured. You need to chime in and pay the bills a little bit while he heals himself. You know what I mean? You need to be able. Being able as a woman these days does not mean, oh, I can cook and I can clean. Girl, that's the bare minimum, and that's not even a feminine thing to know how to cook and clean. That's a basic human skill. I personally wouldn't deal with a man that doesn't know how to cook. At least know how to make rice. You can't make rice. You can't make rice. You can't make a good, some bacon, some eggs. You can't do that. Something. You can't grill something. I can't be with a man that's unable. Just like how men shouldn't be with women that are unable. In today's time, you as a woman need to know how to clock in. You as a woman need to know how to make your money. Not make your money so that you can have a secret stash. I don't believe in having a secret stash as a woman, because that means I don't trust my man. Yeah, no. You need to know how to work. You need to know what it's like to save money. You need to know what it's like to deal with credit. All that stuff. You need to be able. What was the point of women's suffrage? It's one thing for you to say, okay, I got my degree, I got this, I got that, I worked, but I want to be a stay-at-home wife, stay-at-home mom. Okay, cool. Because if anything happens, you can go back to that degree or go back to that master's, go back to that PhD. All respect goes to you, right? You know how to make your money. You can always bet on yourself you will get that money up. Okay, cool. But you have nothing? All you know is, I finished high school, now I want to get married. To me, as a woman in today's time, you are not able. I rest my case. So he's saying everything correctly. Yes.
Regardless.
If I wanted to take you on a first date, would Chipotle and a walk in the park be fine?
Oh, yes, of course. I love Chipotle.
No. It depends. How old are we? If we were in our 30s, okay, it's a cute date. It's cute if you're in your early 20s, but you're in your 30s. Take me to a nice restaurant. It doesn't even have to be like $1,000 steak. I will never pay for $1,000 steak. I don't care how rich I am. That's ridiculous. Because these people, all they do, I had to burp. These people, all they do, they charge you $1,000 just for them to put some salt, pepper, and some flowers on your steak. And the steak be like this big. To hell with that. You know what? This is off topic, but I cannot stand fancy restaurants. Low key, I can't. Chipotle is better. Outback Steakhouse is better. Claim Jumper, Red Lobster, Cheesecake, all of them. They're better than these fancy restaurants. At this point, take me to a fancy restaurant for pictures. For the ambiance. But all we're gonna order is water. Because I have been to fancy restaurants, I'm telling you. But the fancy restaurants that I've been to, they don't really season the food nicely. It's so bland and overpriced. I think, like, for the steak, the $20, it's like $20 steak, right? $20 steak, but then it's like $980 goes towards the view. Because I live in Las Vegas. It goes towards the view of the Las Vegas Strip, the ambiance, the music in the background, you dressing. Like, I feel like that's where the rest of the money goes. Because this is some $20 steak. Outback Steakhouse, and this is not a promo. Outback Steakhouse got some good steaks. Some good steak. Even Applebee's, good food. It's so backwards. It's like the cheaper the food, the better it tastes. But I still feel like we're in our late 20s. We're not married. You're trying to impress me. Don't take me to Chipotle. A walk in the park is beautiful, but don't take me to Chipotle. I'm not even a materialistic woman. Don't take me to Chipotle, though. We can go get that on some light lunch type of stuff. Like, hey, I want to see you. It's not like every time I want to see you, you got to take me to a fancy place. No. But you want to make a good impression. Like, you can really take good care of me. Take me to a nice restaurant. You don't even have... You know what? You don't even have to take me to a good restaurant. Take me somewhere where there's beautiful views and stuff like that. But when it comes to eating, because I'm going to be real with myself. I don't like fancy food. Because they don't season their food nicely. I like spicy food. I like, put that paprika, put the, ginger, garlic, put the onion, all that stuff. I like that. I like seasoned food. Seasoned. Give me that. And if we're going to end up finding that at Outback Steakhouse, we can go there after you take me to the scenic views. It's okay. But that's just me, though. I'm speaking for myself. Oh.
I love me some Mexican food.
So you think Chipotle is real Mexican?
Well, that's not real Mexican, but they have like some good stuff there. I love Chipotle.
Well, be honest. We're in Miami. So why not do the Komodo $300 first date or Sexy Fish?
It's not about the place, it's about the person you're with.
So wait. What gave you that mentality?
Well, I'm very humble. I came from nothing, starting to work my way up.
So you've been poor before?
Of course.
But you're not an ugly woman. So why not just find a guy who's rich in Miami to spoil you and take you anywhere?
Please. Rich men don't impress me. I am so sorry. Rich men don't impress me. Because you could have all the riches, but you're an airhead. You're empty inside here. So to me, being rich is not enough. Like, it's nice. You took me to a nice restaurant or whatever, but you can't even articulate a sentence. Where did your money even come from? Did you do voodoo or something? You're not even smart and you have all this money. Just saying. Rich people don't impress me. I need more. I need to understand more from you. She's being so cute and so kind. Like I said, take me to somewhere scenic. Very beautiful place. And then we can go get some Outback. Because I'm going to be honest. Like, hey, I would love to go to a fancy restaurant, but I'm not going to be satisfied with the food, most likely. Then we're good to go. It's never like, because I'm not even the type to think to myself, like, the more money you can't buy my love. You know what I mean? Like, the more money you spend on me, the more likely I will be with you. I think that's very childish. It's sophomoric. I don't like that. Because there are red pill men that be thinking that, like, the more money I spend, the more impressed she will be, and she's gonna want to stay in my circle just to sleep with me. Of course, not for me to marry her. Why would I do that? Am I crazy? What am I gonna get out of the marriage? But yeah, you know what I mean? I'm not into that. Your money doesn't impress me. I want to know more from you. I want to understand your character. So I can meet with her in the middle on that. Like, I understand. But at the same time, you still got to show me that you can take good care of me. But you don't have to spoil me with Louis Vuitton bags to do that. I don't even... Brand names are cool and all, but too much of it is... No. Like, be creative, you know? Like, another example. I tell you, my favorite place in the world is like XYZ. So, after 6 months, you take me to that place. That means more to me than you giving me a bunch of Gucci bags. Oh, please.
Because I don't feel like, nobody can come and just like make me feel like, oh yeah, I have all of this. No, I don't get impressed by that. I get impressed by the way you act, the way you are to other people. Your personality, to me, it's more important than how much money you have.
What's your age?
38.
Are you single?
I am single at this current time.
At 38, have you ever proposed to a woman before?
Yeah, I proposed to a woman before.
What happened in that situation?
She said yes, but it was a bunch of cap and some bullshit.
So why'd you call off the engagement?
I didn't call it off. The prison authorities called it off because I went to prison for like 17 years.
So what landed you in prison after your proposal?
Say it again?
What landed you in prison after your proposal?
What did I do?
Yeah.
Oh, I got caught with a gun. Yeah, a gun.
And they put you in for 17 years?
Well, within the 17 years, I stabbed somebody and got some extra time and shit like that.
So you went in for the gun charge and then you stabbed somebody and they added it on top of
I
that.
stabbed a couple of people.
But how the hell does it stack up to...
Why are we still talking? I will end the interview. We will not speak anymore. I won't even post you. Why do people not fear for their lives enough? Huh? I wouldn't let you stab somebody. I understand that people change, but I'm not going to play Russian roulette with you. No disrespect. I don't understand why we're still talking.
17 years.
Every time you stab somebody in prison, they give you 5 more years on top of it.
5 years. You stabbed 2 people. So that's 10. So the gun charge was 7 years? Or did you get 2 years and you actually stabbed 3 people? We're in his business. I thought we were here to talk about love.
Yeah.
Okay. So how do you get back into living in normal society after 17 years in prison?
I left a millionaire and I sold a bunch of K2 and Suboxone down there in prison and came home with like 700,000 in different accounts, man. You know what I'm saying? It ain't about nothing.
Let me guess. You're thinking about going to therapy. And as a therapist myself, of course I'm going to say that's a great idea.
How old are you?
27.
Are you single?
Yes.
Now, why do you think that is?
I just haven't found the right person.
But what makes a man the right person to you?
To me, I guess it's different for everyone, but I guess just someone who's like honest, nice, considerate.
But be honest with me. Do you think that being single at 27 as a woman is a red flag?
It depends.
He is so... Okay. Like, what kind of question is that? You are a troublemaker. And I know he's an African man. His accent. But... you're a troublemaker.
Single at 27 as a woman is a red flag.
It depends. I don't know. Everyone's different.
In your case,
No.
why wouldn't that be a red flag to all the men watching?
I don't know. I'm just still figuring out my life and what I want to do with it. I don't think relationships are the most important thing in life. Yes, they are important, but I also think it's important to figure out yourself first before you bring someone else into your life.
Right.
But do you see yourself getting married one day?
Yeah, definitely.
But you're 27 now.
Yeah.
So what's the latest you'd want to get married?
Married. It just depends on my life and where it goes. I mean, people get married at every age, so there's really no number for me. It's just when it feels right and it's the right person.
So you don't care if you were 50 or if you're 29?
No.
I do. Oh, I'll be damned. 50? No man? I'm just speaking for myself, though. Not for all women. But I'll be damned. I can't.
How old are you?
25.
Are you single?
I am.
How long have you been single?
About 2 years now.
So why did your last relationship end?
Well, I had an ex that went to a strip club against my will, decided to blow a lot of money, and lie to me about it. I don't like liars.
No, how did you?
No, it's not about the lie. It's just what he did, period. Why are you in a whole relationship going to a strip club? That's something that would never make sense to me. You're in a relationship going to a strip club, let alone married going to a strip club. I have never heard of a successful marriage that involved somebody in the relationship going to a strip club unless both people are freaks themselves. Never heard of it. I've never heard of it. I've heard of people that do swinging, like swingers. I've heard of that type of stuff. And for people to even say, I don't want to go deep into it because it's gross, but for people to really believe that if you, quote unquote, add color to your marriage, like your marriage is going to last longer, that is such a demonic agenda. Like that really does come from the deepest pits of hell. There are a number of things that come from the deepest pits of hell. You can just say that you don't have self-control. You are not a one-man woman or a one-woman man. It will never make sense to me. I feel like if you are a swinger, I'm not saying that you're demonic, but I'm saying what you're doing is demonic. It doesn't make any sense. And you are perverting the beauty of marriage. You are perverting God's design for marriage. Oh, but I'm not Christian. Okay, but getting married is a godly institution. So, like, it's a godly... you get what I'm saying? Like, I'm not gonna, But I just feel like if you are the type of person to think it's okay to go to a strip club, meaning that you're looking at half naked people, because it can be men too, like you're looking at half naked people, you're throwing money at them, meanwhile you have a spouse or you are in a serious relationship, I just think you're insane. And I cannot fathom what type of excuse you can formulate for that. Yeah. Once again, I've never heard of a successful marriage that involved anyone. A lot of people are married, so of course there are some, but where the husband comfortably goes to the strip club or the wife comfortably goes to the strip club. Even bachelor or bachelorette parties. I don't believe in those. It's demonic. What do you mean your last night being single before you get married? This is why, you know what? You believe in bachelor or bachelorette parties. There was something I wanted to say about that. This is what makes me say, if you are proudly living with a man or you're living with a woman, you're living like you are married, but you're not actually married and you think it's okay. I just think you see where I'm going? Like, there's like a paradox. Because like you're acting like you guys are married, but you're not, right? But then when it's time for you to get married, it's like, oh, this is your last night being single before you get married. So that means you've always been single. Which is why we should value marriage. Do you understand what I'm saying? It may sound confusing. We then need to confirm that yes, marriage does have value. Marriage does have value. Because you want to do these bachelorette parties, but it means this is your last night being single before you get married. Even though you've been in a relationship for 6 years, even though you always call that person your wifey or your hubby, you guys were living together, you even have kids together and everything, you've always been single. So embarrassing. You've always been single. So when you do your bachelorette or bachelor party, that is your last night being single. Then you're going to get married. So marriage is not just a piece of paper. This society will continue to contradict itself, just be a paradox. Just like with Fit yesterday. Fit was like, I go for established, successful, classy women. But I don't believe in marriage. Because I'm not going to get anything out of it. Because women, they just want to take. So it's nothing beyond sleeping with them. But how do I keep them in my circle? I have to show that I'm a real man. Not by marrying. No. Are you stupid? Not by marrying these women. But the money that I have, how established I am. I'm filled with abundance. That clearly does not come from Satan himself. But I'm filled with abundance. And I'm going to have an abundance of broads around me. The same broads that are educated, classy, elegant, well-spoken. Society is a paradox within itself, I'm telling you. I don't even know how the heck I got here. But yeah, let's continue.
Did you find out that he went and spent that much?
Well, I found out he was there via location sharing. So I had his location. I saw where he was. I didn't get a clear estimate on how much he spent, but that didn't really matter to me.
No, how long were you with him at the time?
We had been together for 3 years.
Nice.
And when he was there, you had already discussed that this would be a problem.
We had discussed prior to him going there that I was not okay with my significant other going to a strip club and blowing a bunch of money. And we agreed on that at the time. And I guess he forgot the agreement.
No.
Not forgot. That was blatant disrespect. Men are not stupid. Men are not stupid. I don't call people stupid like that. So you have to really get under my skin for me to really call you stupid. Because you're basically convincing me that you are stupid. You know what I mean? I always like to say, stop acting stupid. Don't act like you are actually slow. Don't act like you are dumb. But when you really push it with me, that means you're fighting for me to believe that you're actually stupid. This man, I don't want to believe that he's stupid. He knew exactly what he was doing.
Oh, how did you tackle your relationship after you saw his location there?
It was a big blowout. There wasn't much tackling. That was the end of it.
You cut it off.
Yeah.
Cold turkey?
Yeah.
Ghosting.
Yeah.
Now, did he try and get back with you or what?
Honestly, no. I think we had different goals long term anyways, so maybe it was just the excuse we needed.
Now, going into future relationships, being that that was your experience and you were with this man for 3 years,
Yeah.
do you think that all men are hardwired to seek out multiple women?
If you've been in a car accident, don't call an attorney. Use this AI app instead. That's what I...
No.
that all men are hardwired to seek out multiple women?
No, I don't. I think there are plenty of good men out there. I think they are.
What's the question?
Woman. Do you think that all men are hardwired to seek out multiple women?
No.
I don't. I think there are plenty of good men out there. I think they are far and few in between, but they're out there.
No, there are a lot of men out there that are seeking one woman. You just gotta touch some grass. I'll keep saying it. Just touch some grass. Talk to people. Yes.
So, why do you think your man chose to take that route?
I couldn't even begin to delve into the mind of a man, but
because I'll answer because he's not serious. Look, listen. I'm a serious woman, right? I'm a serious woman. That means you will never catch me at no strip club. You will never catch me at a club, period. I'm not that girl. If that's what you like, that's your business. But this is my opinion. You can have your opinion on me, just like how I can have an opinion on you. To me, a serious man will never be caught up in no strip club. Even if he was single. Even if he was single. He wouldn't be there. Because he knows there's nothing for him there. A man that is serious is not going to be there. A man that is well-rounded as a man is not going to be there. Because there are so many ways you can be entertained. Why do you have to go through real-life pornography? What sense does that make? And I don't think that's me being strict at all. It's common sense. Successful men go there all the time. But what type of successful men? Because if you're talking about men that do sports, that's not what I'm talking about. Like, congratulations, you play a sport, and then what's after that? What else? I'm not saying that they're a joke. I just don't take that serious. I don't. There are men that are in sports. No, I take it back, because there are men that are in sport that don't do that stuff. I know they're out there. They don't do that because they're serious. I can't imagine, unless I'm wrong, Lionel Messi, does he go to strip clubs? No, he loves his wife dearly. Wife. My people that know soccer, is he married? I'm pretty sure he's married. I never heard of him going to no strip club. Yeah. Thank you so much, Gracious, for the gift. God bless you. All right. Yeah. Because, please, men are not dumb.
In my mind, men are childish most times. He wasn't at the same...
Even better, Messi is married to his childhood friend. Beautiful.
emotional level that I was at, and he wasn't ready to take the steps in life that I was ready to. So it is what it is.
How old are you?
43. Think about that.
At 43, would you rather do a casual first date or something fancy?
Casual. Definitely casual.
Why is that the case?
Because it's a first date, and what if I don't like you? I don't want to be committed to like this big fancy first date.
But if a man finds you attractive and he has the money to spend and splurge, why not go to the Nobu for $600 just for dinner?
Because it's not about how much money he can spend.
It's all... Okay. Taking me somewhere fancy is not enough. Because once again, like I said earlier, you could have all the money in the world, but in your head, there's nothing going on. You can't articulate a sentence. You can't talk straight. You don't have manners. You're not humble. You don't have a good character, period. You could take me to some of the nicest restaurants, but as long as you don't have a good character, those will be the worst dates in my life. To a good woman, your money is not enough. You got to do more than that. Because I'm always going to do more than what you're seeing.
can have a conversation, if you can just be a kind person. It's not about how much money you have.
That's what I just said.
We're in a city like Miami. So when a man tells you that that's what he wants to do day one, how does it make you view him?
I would low-key be concerned. Like, you just met me and I personally, I would take it as love bombing. You don't know me like that. You just want to take me out. We're just talking. And you're already spending a lot of money on me. Like, you are buying me bags. You're buying me shoes. You bought me a puppy. Like, you're buying me a whole bunch of crazy stuff. You're going to scare me. Low key. Because I don't know you like that. Why are you spending this kind of money on women you don't know that well? Girlfriend is something else. Wife is something else. But we're not even official. And you're going crazy. That's like me cooking for you every single day to show you like I can really throw down and like marry me pasta. I don't need to do all that up front. Let me get to know you, dang. That's just me though. I think that's kind of odd. And then on top of that, it's like I know. What if I'm not the first woman you've talked to? So you just do this with women that.
I mean, I try not to judge anybody like that. Like, great for him. That's just not my ideal first date.
Okay. So a walk in the park, grabbing coffee is something more.
Coffee would be perfect. Yeah, nice coffee, have conversation, maybe meet in a bookstore, have some coffee.
The coffee date goes great. Where do you go for date number 2?
That's up to him. He can plan that one. I'd go a little bit. I'd do the fancy dinner after that.
No, we love a man that plans. We love a man that plans. Yes. I feel like during the talking stage, you do everything. Like, you plan everything. Then once we get into a relationship, it won't be 50-50, but it's definitely going to be like, I'm definitely going to chime in and be like, okay, I want to take you out. You're my man. I want to spoil you because that's the type of person I am. I want to spoil the people that I love, the people that I care for, the people that I know deserve my love. She's being really nice.
But it's too much to start up here.
Yeah, I think we should just talk.
If we were dating and I cheated on you, would you give me another shot?
It depends.
No!
I want to know what happened, why you did it, who you did it with. Because there's guys that cheat on girls with their friends, and that's crazy to me.
What if it was a girl who you thought was hotter than you?
I wouldn't mind. I would be like, go ahead.
But most girls.
I said she was too nice, right? She's too nice? This is something else. This girl is subservient. I'm so sorry. What do you mean? You cheated on me. Why do I... Huh? You cheated on me. You betrayed me. Why the heck do I need to figure out what happened? I don't need to investigate. I don't need to know. Like, I find out. Then all of a sudden, it's like, oh, what? No, I don't want to know what happened. I don't care to know what happened. Because you cheated. It's not going to change. Even if the excuse is, you don't give me enough love. That's not an excuse. I haven't seen you I don't care. It doesn't mean cheat. That means you're weak. Infidelity is weakness. I don't care what y'all say. Infidelity is weakness. There is no excuse that you can formulate for that. Girl, no, that's being subservient. Girl, there's submission and then there's being subservient. Like a doormat. Like, oh, the girl's hotter than me? Like, okay, go ahead. This is not real. Girl, please. You're too pretty for this. Come on.
Girls would be like, I would never take a guy back for cheating. What makes you go, it's not that big of a deal?
I feel like at the end of the day, every man cheat. I'm sorry. But I can't believe like there's so men that don't cheat. I feel like every guy cheats.
What gives you that
She must be traumatized.
It happens. That's how guys are.
So you're telling me that men
You
will...
just have to get used to it. You know, that's the real. It's the real life.
So how long was your last...
I would, if every man cheats, if it were to be a thing where every man cheats, I'd rather have no man. I work. I take care of myself. It would hurt. I'm not gonna hold you. It would hurt. But I'll probably become a nun or something. How do you become a nun? Because that's what's finna happen. I would be so deeply, I'm already one with Jesus, but it'll be on a whole nother level for sure. If all men cheat. Jesus.
relationship?
What's the question?
Used to it. You know, that's the real. It's the real life.
So how long was your last relationship?
6.5 years.
And did you break up with him or did he leave you?
Yeah, I did.
Why?
Now, after investing 6.5 years with a man, why even throw the relationship away?
He wasn't loyal, so for me, I can't negotiate that. It's over at that point.
Period.
And at what point in the relationship did his disloyalty begin to show up?
It was towards the end. It wasn't in the beginning, but it was towards the end. Yeah.
How did it manifest itself in your relationship?
He was on a dating app, and my friend sent me screenshots of him. So for me, that's it, you know?
And this is at 6 years in.
6.5 years, yeah.
So how do you even tackle something like that when you find out?
I just showed him the profile, and I broke up with him.
That was it.
No, that's hard. She's laughing, but I would be so heartbroken. 6.5 years? And I found you on a dating app. Bro, you tell me something like that, I'm just gonna be like, hey, give me your phone. Give me your phone. I need to see the app myself. Because people know how to lie on people. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not trying to say like let's be delusional. I really have to confirm that it is him. You know what I mean? No, it's a good thing that they didn't get married, because he would have cheated during the marriage, the beginning of the marriage. Oh, nah. This girl is strong. 6.5 years.
Done deal.
Yeah. And then, on top of that, I'm an African woman. You know, with the African community, if people know about your relationship, you've been with the same man for a long time, people knew about it, and then it just ended. Oh, that's so... Like, you could move on, but the people that know you wouldn't move on, probably, because they were so used to that guy. I cannot.
And then I moved down here.
Did he beg for you back or no?
Yeah, no, he did, definitely. Yeah, he did.
But why not just give him another shot?
No.
Because I think, like, when you show someone, like, after they've given you so many years of their life that you're still not loyal to them, they're never going to be loyal to you.
Period.
So for me, that was a no-brainer. 6.5 years in, you should be fully committed to someone at that point.
But do you think that men are hardwired the same way you are to only want one romantic partner forever?
No, I think people can want other people, but it's about, do you have discipline to stay loyal? It's not about wanting other people. You're going to want other people, but you have to be disciplined to be loyal, you know?
At 38, do you see yourself as a one-woman man?
I don't believe in being a woman. With these bitches out here is hoes for real. So I believe in fucking them and keeping them and tossing them out. They trash.
So you don't want to...
Okay. We can just say, hey, I went through something. It left me traumatized. So now I think this way. Okay? We shouldn't go head first like that. I don't know him, but I'm just making a guess. He probably went through something, and it has him thinking like this. Yes.
I'm gonna commit to a woman again.
I will never commit to one woman. I only believe in committing into multi. I want a poly relationship.
Oh, whatever. Listen, I hope you men understand this, and I don't care. You can cry in the comments and say, oh, you don't understand men. Okay, but you guys swear on everything that you understand women, but you toss and women like they're trash. But, oh, I understand women. Y'all are so sad. Anyways, I hope you understand that a man that is a polygamist or a man that has a bunch of whores is a man that does not respect himself. It's also biblical, and the Bible has never lied. You must love your woman like you love yourself, right? You don't respect yourself. If you're treating these women that you're supposed to care for like they're trash, that means you don't care for yourself. That means you treat yourself like trash. Because why are you giving your intimate self to everybody? If anything, you're the one that's getting used up as well. You're the one that's getting recycled as well. So don't be here as a man talking about I'm this guy, I'm macho, blah, blah, I have all these women. It's so unattractive and it's so ugly. Because that means you have no discipline. That also means you don't have any self-respect. And it also tells me that you are not to be trusted. How can I trust you with the little things if you can't be trusted with the big things? You can't even take care of yourself properly. You spray your cologne to be in another woman's bed. To be in a different woman's bed every night. You take your nice shower, you get haircuts and everything, not for you to take one good woman out, let alone your wife, but for you to be with some whores. Have some shame. If you are a man and you're surrounded by men that keep telling you, go sleep with this many women, you need to have hoes on your roster and da da da, I'm telling you, it's demonic and you need to stay away from men like that. Women that respect themselves are not going to respect men that have a roster of women. Yeah. A lot of you men are really going out sad, and it's so embarrassing. It's so embarrassing. And no woman that respects herself in her right mind would ever want to be with a man that just does all that like, it just doesn't make sense. I can't. Okay, let's continue.
With over 5 women. And believe in committing into multi. I want
to a woman again.
I will never commit to one woman. I only believe in committing into multi. I want a poly relationship with over 5 women under the same roof.
So how do you even try and orchestrate that when you meet a woman in Miami?
Yeah, these women in Miami is something different. I'm trying to take a bitch to the hotel room and blow her throat out that quick.
But he wants a polyamorous relationship. So you want legal hoes. Like that's what it sounds like. He wants to have his hoes in a legal way. So let me marry, because you already lose me with polygamy. I don't care how you try to make it sound. You can season it properly. I don't care. It will always taste like garbage. I don't care. I don't care what religion you do it with. I don't care if it's something that you grew up with. I don't care. I don't care. Polygamy will never taste right in my mouth. I will never stomach it properly. I will throw up, even trying to digest that. I will throw it up like I ate a whole, like I can't stomach it. They have, you have lactose intolerance. I'm intolerant, period, with that stuff. So I don't care. You can tell me, okay, I'm a polygamist and I have multiple women that I love, that I care for. Multiple that I care for, that I take good care of. And I have multiple kids with I don't give a damn. I don't care. It's ugly. I don't care. That's your life? To me, you are in shambles. But that's your life. But for this guy, he's talking about, I want to smash women left and right and blah, blah, blah. I want to be in polyamory. But you're talking about women like they're trash. So basically, you want to have legal prostitutes. You want to bind yourself with prostitutes. All under the same roof. Sunday, I'm doing this one. Tuesday, I'm doing this one. Thursday, I'm doing that one. You need to go do the dishes. And then you look at women like they are objects. Guys, this stuff does not scare me because once again, I touch grass.
Too legit, man. That's what they call blow a throat out. That quick. Triller too legit, man. That's what they call me, man. I don't give a fuck. It's no filter. Blood raw.
How do you get a woman to commit to you being in a poly relationship?
This right here.
Hello? And what do I keep preaching to my women? Not even my women, people in general. Women that respect themselves will not care about your money only. The main reason why we care is because we're not in the Garden of Eden. So let's say we were to be in the Garden of Eden. What else do you have to offer? You are an airhead. I'm not talking about this guy. He has his own thing going on. You are an airhead. You can't talk properly. You don't know how to provide emotionally, mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually. But because I have money, women will want me. Women that don't respect themselves will flock to you. You women like to act like work doesn't exist. And it's embarrassing. You're a gold digger. A lot of you are gold diggers. And it's so embarrassing. Like, what was the point of women's suffrage? Get your own money. But then don't go get your own money and then be like, I don't need men. Touch some grass, people. This stuff should not scare you.
Bankroll. That's how you get a bitch. That money make a whole move, man.
And I'm so sorry. There are men that do this. Like, they always have a stack of cash in their pocket. I think it's so unattractive. I'm not even sorry. It's so unattractive. Put it in a debit card. Put it in assets. Put it away. Put it away. It's so unattractive. What's attractive is using your debit card, using your credit card, and you're actually paying the credit card back. That's attractive to me. Men that walk around with a stack of cash, like, it's like you want to get robbed. You want to get robbed. At least with debit cards and credit cards and all that stuff, you get robbed, you can call your banks and get it locked up so people cannot steal from you. But once you lose your cash, you lose your cash. Like, once you get robbed, the money is gone. It's gone. I feel like men that do this, like, these guys really be walking around with cash and they swear that they're hard, but in actuality, they don't have street smart. I'm gonna say it loudly. If you are a man that walks around with a fat stack of cash in your pocket, it's one thing to have some cash in your wallet, but to have a fat stack of cash in your pocket, and on top of that, you dress like you have all the money in the world with these gold chains and things like that, you do not have street smart. You don't. You don't. You're not smart. You can get robbed at any moment. And once you get robbed, your cash is gone. That's it. Put it in your debit card. Put it in your assets. Put it in your savings. Please. You tell me you have money, I will believe you. All right. Let's continue, bro.
That money make a whole move, man.
But do you think if a girl is getting with you for money, it's for the right reasons?
And that's the exact right reason she needs. She can get this money, I get my nut, and she can go. Yeah.
Do you want to have any kids?
I got 13 kids currently, and I'm working on 2 more. Both of my hoes is over there right now. Hey, Megan! Yeah, my hoes is over there right now. They
got 13 kids?
13 kids, and I'm going for 10 more.
Brother.
This is demonic, by the way. I don't know how this interviewer is able to stand there and take it. The interview would be over. I don't give people like this attention. I wouldn't. I'm reacting. It's different. But to be there and someone's talking to... Maybe because I'm a woman. Like, you're talking like that. Oh, yeah. The interview's over. It was over after he said he stabbed somebody in prison.
How do you have the time to give them all what they need?
I got the bag, so I can buy them whatever they want at any time. You can't be in a relationship with multiple women and be broke. So, you know what I'm saying? We doing it. We got it. So we take care of all of them, you know what I'm saying? This is what we got going. I'll leave it there. This is what we got going. This is how we living in life.
Wait, can I ask her something?
No, she don't talk. She's not allowed to talk. Out of here.
Wait, can I ask her something?
No, she don't talk. She's not allowed to talk.
She's not allowed to talk? Maybe I'm tripping. He sounds like a pimp. I think he's a pimp. And I'm looking at her. I'm not going to read because I want to see her face. She doesn't look... And is she pregnant? If she just gained some weight, then... Okay. But she looks... Is she pregnant? She doesn't look well put together. Embarrassing. Okay. I did not read chat because I was trying to focus on the segment, so let me go over it before we move on. It's a bit long. Oh, excuse me. A year is a bit long to see if you want to be with the I think I saw that. But if a woman is rushing a man for marriage, her long-term plan would be to try to get half of his funds when she initiates the divorce. It depends on what type of women you're meeting. T.I. also pays all the bills. He's been with his woman for the longest. Oh, T.I. is a very intelligent man. Very intelligent. I don't like the way he shames men for not wanting to pay all the bills come off. He's trying to pander to women and be a pick-me. I don't think so, because a man that wants... If you have the goal to pay 100% of the bills, that is a real man. To me, you are a real man. I understand, like, you're young, you're married, you don't have everything yet, as long as you are not comfortable with being stagnant. That's how I feel. Yeah. Oh, hi, Alcana. Yeah, not every man can provide fully, even if they work, motivated to work in life. Sometimes life doesn't give the opportunity to do so. I understand what you're saying, but I just feel like men that think that way, they have like a limited mindset. Every successful person, like for example, Albert Einstein, they called him retarded. Albert Einstein. But now you have people of today that are saying, I'm an Einstein. But back then, he was labeled as a retard. You know what I mean? So I feel like if you fully believe in yourself, you got it. You got it. Anasu, just him trolling. By the way, I advise not listening to Fix, Fearless by the way, but fine, I'm not Gen Z, but I still wouldn't advise any other brothers to listen to those guys. Red pill men have a demonic agenda. And I said it so many times and I'll keep saying it. And Fit's video yesterday proved to me that what he's trying to preach is demonic. Yes, I like a man that plans everything like our date. It shows he's intentional, and in whatever he does. He's intentional in whatever he does. Period. 5 years without marriage is crazy. It depends on your situation. Yeah, as an African, you will be popular because of your failed relationship. So yeah, some African people be toxic. For real. It's just so damning because there are women out there that I know want to show off their man, but because they're African, it's like, I have to wait till he gives me a ring, even though that's my man, and I know that he's going to give me that ring. Like, Jesus Christ. It's being an African is so draining. These kind of women that expect that lifestyle, it gets me physically and emotionally upset because they don't respect themselves. They need to I feel like women that think all men cheat, they're fried. Mentally, they're fried. I don't understand forgiving. If God himself is going to hinder, God said, do right by your wife so that your prayers will not be hindered. Why would you as a woman, like if God himself says, if you commit adultery, if you cheat on your spouse, the marriage covenant is done. The marriage is null and void, meaning that the person that you cheated on has every right to leave. Why would you as a woman be like, okay, if a man cheats, like it's not that big of a deal? Why would you say that when God himself makes it a huge deal? If he's going to make a huge deal out of something like that, it's because, everybody, it's not normal. Cheating on somebody is not normal. But I don't know, people will find a way to fight me. It's in a man's nature. Ugh, please. It's whatever, because I would never deal with a man that does not fear God. So it's okay. And what I mean by fear God, I'm talking about fear God as in like, you know damn well that if you do me wrong, if you disrespect me, not only your prayers will be hindered, but God can even go as far as ending your life because of how poorly you are treating your wife. So don't get married just for the hell of it. Like, actually, like, lock in. If you're not going to do right by your wife, don't get married. If you're not going to do right by your husband, don't get married. And obviously you have to repent. Like, you can repent and then God won't, go crazy on you, but that's between you and God. Repentance is everything. A man can't carry cash no more. If you're not street smart, go ahead and do it. There was a girl, y'all can say what you want about Cash Me Outside, that girl, Danielle, but that woman is very smart. She said, when I go out, all of my jewelry is fake. A very smart woman, because she understands. If she gets robbed, at least they're not taking her money like that. She goes around wearing I wouldn't know, $5 Cuban links. Very smart. That's what I would do. I'm not going to walk around with real stuff. Like, what? If I don't have security, I'm not walking around with real stuff. I don't mind paying most of the bills, but I would want my woman to show her appreciation by contributing. If we are in a marriage, both parties are supposed to help out. True. If I was paying all the bills, it wouldn't be fair for me to also cook. Sometimes that's unbalanced. It depends. I mean, that's your relationship. Homosexuality is specifically mentioned as not normal as well. That's why it's a big deal. But where you lose me is where you start, not saying you unassuming, but where you lose me is where you say, being gay is not normal, but you be committing adultery. You be beating on your wife. You are a child molester. All the things that God said that doesn't it doesn't inherit the kingdom of God. So homosexuality is not the only thing that is considered as not normal. There's a whole lot of them. All right. We're going to move on. This one says, sickest predator ever cries like a baby when taken down by police. Taken down? Let's check it out. I'm warning you guys again, today's stream may be shorter than usual, but we will see. It should be around 2 hours, but we'll see.
On a dangerous mission to take down the biggest, and today we embark on a dangerous mission to take down the biggest and baddest individual that we've ever caught in any investigation. This is 36-year-old Sean from Tecumseh, Michigan. He's super sassy. Is 36-year-old Sean from Tecumseh, Michigan. He's super sassy and he just loves cupcakes.
It's not, I wasn't in a sting.
I think I caught onto the lingo. I think cupcakes mean like children.
You want to tell him what the sting was?
No.
No.
F you.
Within the chat log, Sean openly admitted to doing this sort of thing before, but with someone much, much younger. Upon doing a bit of research, we found out that Sean had actually previously been charged with sexual misconduct. But for whatever reason, Sean wasn't found guilty at the time, but something tells me that he actually may have done it. Sean had quite the potty mouth when I first made contact with him, but all that tough talk went away as soon as he walked outside and was taken down by the Lenawee County Sheriff's Office. Sean?
Get on the ground, on your stomach! On your stomach now! Get down on the ground with your hands behind your back, right now! Right now!
Big ups to them for collaborating with us on this one. Now,
I want to say something, and the person that said it was Lisa, and I was thinking about it for some time, but I genuinely want to understand. Regardless, these guys are to be put away to prison, not even jail, but prison, for basically statutory rape, right? You know, being intimate with children. I'm not going to say that the child is also to blame because a child is a child, right? Some people may say, okay, the child is just as bad. I don't agree because that's a child. But I do want to say, a 12-year-old child, you are a 12-year-old child talking to a man that is in his 30s. What are you thinking? What is wrong with you? Like, let's say I'm 21, I'm talking to a 12-year-old child, right? 12, 13, even up to 15. You are meeting up with a man that's in his 30s. That guy is going to prison. I would even send you to a juvenile detention center. And I'm not going to even say that you are to blame as well. No. You're the child. That's a whole adult, a whole grown-up, right? But I will have to ask you, what were you thinking? At 12, I was playing with Barbies. At 12, I was playing Nickelodeon games. At 12, I was playing video games. At 12, like, I cannot, and I'm not going to even be fake with you. That was me at 12. But I was surrounded by 12-year-olds that were covered in hickeys. I was surrounded by 12-year-olds that were proudly talking to 15-year-old boys. So I'm not going to sit here and act completely oblivious like I've never seen that before. But I have to say again, what were you thinking? What's going on in your head? What happened to being a child? You are a child. Oh, but you know that kids grow up really fast and kids are... Okay. But you have a brain, right? What's going through your head talking to a man that is old enough to even be your grandfather? It would never make sense to me. Because at 12 years old, there were girls my age that liked B2K. Like, we're not millennials, but, we liked B2K. We liked the Backstreet Boys, NSYNC. What's that other group? B5. Those boy bands. Even though we were young. We're still really young. They're like, what, in their 30s, 40s, even 50s? I don't know. But it never came to any of our minds like, oh, I wish one day I could be with this guy. Like, even be with these guys, let alone think about dealing with those guys, like, intimately. It never, like, that never was a thing for us. Like, in with the 12-year-olds that I was hanging with, it never came to mind. So I don't understand, like, what on earth are you thinking as a 12-year-old kid? Like, one thing to look at an older man, like, that guy is way old, like, oh, he's so hot. But to actually talk to these guys, to actually have these intimate conversations with these guys. I can't put that guy in prison and have him get jumped and have somebody pour boiling water on him. I can't just do that and then let you go play with your Barbie doll. No. I have to talk to you. What is your problem? I'm not blaming you. But you could be doing anything else. What? Okay. I'm not going to sit here and let anybody try to bully me into thinking that I'm wrong for checking my 12-year-old. I'm going to check you. A conversation goes both ways. It's one thing for, once again, I'm going to say it again, the 12-year-old is not to blame. I'm not going to blame a 12-year-old child. That's a child. But you are moving like you are not a child. So I'm going to talk at you. That grown up is going to get stuff thrown. I will spit on the guy. It's one thing for that guy, even a grown woman too. Because there are cases of older women talking to 12-year-old boys. It happened in my city. It had happened in my city. The teacher is in prison. The female teacher is in prison. But anyways, it's one thing if that predator is talking to you and you're not even saying much, you're not even responding, you even blocked. You said, I'm 12 years old, and the guy keeps talking to you. It's one thing. But you're sending nasty pictures as a 12-year-old to this guy. You're having intimate conversations with this guy. We're going to go stone him. We're going to spit on him. We are going to, the violent things that we can do to that guy. We're going to be violent with him. You are going to be handled as well. Yes. You will be handled as well. Because there is no, but I'm just a kid. We were just, no. You were talking all grown and, do you guys do you understand what I'm saying? You're talking all grown to this grown man. Even if it was a 14-year-old boy, it's just as bad. It would have been easier for me to whoop you then. It would be easier. Because you guys are still kids. But you're talking nasty to each other. But you're talking nasty to a grown man. A grown man. You're entertaining this grown. You're hiding it from me. You're hiding it from me because you know it's wrong. Yeah, I'm not going to let you go free. I'm going to address you. I'm going to talk at you, not to you. I'm not going to say, hey, you can't be doing stuff like... No, I'm going to say, what were you thinking? You want to sit here and act like you're grown? I'm going to talk to you like you think, like the grown person that you think you are. And I'm going to remind you that you're a child. I'm not going to let you go free. I will make sure you go out sad. No, I don't believe in letting these 13, 14, 15-year-olds slide comfortably. Like, oh, I'm going to protect my baby. Oh my God. We're going to only focus on the predator, but not talk to the children themselves. I don't believe in that. We're going to stone him. We're going to make him run down the street naked. We're going to do some violent things to him. We're going to do it the African way. But the child, I will keep my eye on you. Not only I'm keeping my eye on you, but there is not enough force that can remove my foot from your neck. That is if you were entertaining that guy as well. And you hit it for, oh yeah, nah.
We've got about 400 pounds of Predator pasta to dish out here, so sit back, relax, and enjoy this episode of To Skeet a Predator.
Let's be real here. This is a marketing ploy. I'm gonna keep annoying you to download Pi Adblock, and then you're gonna get so fed up.
But yeah, this is our guy. His name's Sean. He lives here, actually in Tecumseh, Michigan. He's right around the corner, getting ready to meet up with our decoy. Check out this picture of him. Looks like he's in the bath. All that manly chest hair, Amber Alert mustache right there. Yeah. Now, if you just look up, if you just Google, this is what will come up. I mean, this is like textbook. This is what in case you guys were wondering, this is what a looks like. He's actually a he has admitted to having oral sex with a and the mom was okay with it. The mom allowed sex with a and the mom was okay with it. The mom
14.
allowed it. Just pretty disgusting. This is another picture of him here in a hard hat. As you can see here, the chin to neck ratio is non-existent. There's literally, I mean, this guy could do a neck reveal video and it would go viral. It would go crazy. He sent just a plethora of, videos, pictures. He even sent a video of him, quite frankly, just very disturbing. I wanted to gouge my eyes out just at the sight of that. And he did have a conversation with our decoy, and I have him on record being at the bowling alley and checking out young girls at the bowling alley. I mean, this guy's a menace, very dangerous.
Right.
Listen to this.
Sorry, there's another young girl. I'm here at the bowling alley and people are getting out from bowling, and there was another little redhead here that, sorry, had me distracted.
Did you think she was cute?
She was.
Oh no.
I'm sorry.
How old was she?
I don't know. She was probably something like that.
I wish
So as you can hear there, openly out in the wild, checking out other people's daughters. I mean, that's just not okay. That's insane. And at some point, he did also send a video that he made himself of a quote-unquote friend giving him a. But yeah, we're once again working with the county sheriff to get this guy arrested. He is actually on the road right now. He's going to the bushes down the street and he's waiting for the address. So let's go ahead and give it to him. Okay, he has the address. House is hot. Chat log, let's all get in the room here. He's like 5 minutes away, but just remember, immediately just have him in the kitchen, have him sit down, and you stand across from him. He's worried. He says, we should be fine. No surprises from anyone catching us. I'm gonna say, yeah, we're fine. It's dark too. Okay, he's typing right now.
It's gonna keep bothering me. Some pedos are able to get into these girls' houses and the girls let those pedos in. And you think that I'm not going to put my foot in your 12-year-old neck? Your 14-year-old neck? No one's talking to me? And that's fine. If you don't agree with me, it's fine. It's fine. You're bringing pedos into my house. Having intimate conversations with these pedos. We're gonna handle those pedos first. And the excuses are just amazing. Like, oh, but he's so fine. But he's 40. You're having these intimate conversations with these guys. You are sending pictures of yourself. You're giving these criminals my address. And you think after we publicly embarrass those guys, we're not gonna... Oh yeah, nah. It will take Jesus himself to get my foot off your neck. Like the type of punishment that I need to come up with, I need to be creative with it, because saying no more phone is not enough. I don't know if I should put you in boarding school. I don't know if I need to isolate you or something, but I need you to feel pain. Because you could have done the right thing and not even be talking nasty to anybody, period. It could be a 12-year-old boy as well that you're talking to in a nasty way. I'm still going to put my foot in your neck. But you did it with a It's going to take a community meeting for me to handle that. Like, how we're going to handle this. Because that child of mine, or whoever's child, shall be punished. What business do you have talking nasty to anybody like that, period? Oh, yeah. You're still learning how to wipe your tail. But you're talking nasty to... Thank you! I do agree with you. I would have taught my daughter better. She will remember the day I dealt with her. We're here. My child is not going to be let go just like that. Like, oh, my child is a victim. And my child is a victim, yes. But my child knew what she was doing. Or any 12-year-old. They knew what they were doing. So they should not be let go just like that. Oh, it's okay, go be with your friends. I'm in control. No! After we go to court, after we get that bastard locked up for a long time, for a good time. Oh, the way I'm gonna deal with you. You brought my family to shame. That's another thing too. Because I didn't even know that at such a young age you could even talk like that. To anybody, let alone a grown man that is old enough to be your father. You have pictures of these grown men's intimate photos on your phone. You hid it from me. You didn't tell me because you knew what you was doing was wrong. You knew that. I don't understand how some parents can see something like this happen and not punish their children. You will get... The way I'm going to deal with you might even have to call the police on me. I may have to be locked up with that pedo after I'm done dealing with my child. Because ain't no way. You think... No, because I don't even know what these kids expect, too. You want me to cuddle you? Like, oh, boo-boo kitty, oh, boo-boo cookie. Oh, it's okay. It's all right. Don't worry. The monster is gone. Even thinking about it got me hot. I tied this scarf on real tight. And I'm getting hot. My head is starting to hurt thinking about it. I don't believe in letting these 12-year-olds go out just like that. Without any punishment, any beating, none of that.
Can you meet me in the driveway? He's close. He's saying, can you meet me in the driveway? I'm gonna say you can just like wave him in. This is without a doubt the sickest guy we've ever caught. I mean, it was like he had a Gatling gun full of sexually charged messages. He was just letting them off. Oh yeah. You know the Punisher's alt in Marvel Rivals?
Hi. Come in here, it's so cold.
Imagine my daughter doing this.
I know. I couldn't see you because the lights were off.
This could be your child doing this.
Make sure you shut the door. It's so cold.
Check this out. I'm going to show you how I afforded this car. Okay, you ready? All right.
Here, can I get you something to drink or anything?
Oh no, it's good. Actually, I forgot that wine out in the car.
Oh, it's okay. You can just sit down if you want.
You are beautiful.
Thank you.
Can I give you a hug?
Oh, not yet.
No.
I just met you. Do you want to sit and chat for a little?
Yeah. So, how'd school go?
It was good. What'd you do all day?
Work. Yeah, I drive a JCB telehandler.
A what?
A forklift, a really big forklift.
Oh, is that fun?
Yeah. Yeah, I load trucks, I organize everything out back.
Yeah.
You ever see the factory up the road with the reels with plastic on them in front of the building?
No, I don't really pay attention.
Yeah,
Is that where you work?
yeah,
Oh, that's cool.
yeah. But,
Well, I'm glad you're here.
yeah, me too.
That's good.
God, you're beautiful.
Oh, thank you. I'm excited to hang.
Yeah, me too. Yeah.
Yeah, some people do get confused though.
Who's that?
What?
What's going on, Sean? How are you? What's wrong? What brings you here?
The girl got me so dead. Is she recording him? And she's laughing? Do you see her? I'm so dead.
What brings you here?
I'm so dead. Listen, if I were to be dumb enough to be a pedo, right? And I try to go in for a hug, and the kid tells me, "Oh, I just met you." Ah! I would have automatically knew. I would have automatically knew I was done for. Like, oh, I'm in a sting operation. I would have known automatically. And it's not like you can run. You're gonna meet law enforcement outside.
She invited me over.
And who is she?
She's really recording
I
him.
don't know, some chick.
Some chick. How old is this chick, Sean?
Her account said 20.
Her account said 20. What did she tell you?
Her account said 20.
Well, you already said that. I understand that. Oh, how old did she tell you she was?
Oh, this can't happen.
What can't happen? Well, Sean, I'm gonna tell you.
Normal life.
I'm gonna tell you. You're here and it's happening. The best thing you can do is be a man. Take your hands off your face.
Off topic, but this is how we be looking when we sin against God and we face conviction. We be so ugly. Like, God is too good to us. We be so ugly when we do that. Like, we do what we do, and then we're like, oh, God, I'm so sorry. No, I was wrong. This is us. God is so good. Anyways.
And answer my question.
She told me she was 20.
She told you she was 20.
She told me she was 20.
You want to try again?
Yes, she told me she was 20.
She told you she was 20?
Yeah.
Now, Sean, you realize I have the chat log.
And he could have really pulled some girls. You know, some pedos become pedos because they're lame as hell. Like, they can't get women. They can't pursue women. Women don't like them. All you gotta do is lose the weight. Lose some weight. Go to the gym. Get a haircut. Okay? Change the frame of your glasses. Cut the mustache, you know? Get yourself together. Change the way you dress. Get yourself together. Get some good cologne. He works with the forklift. The money's not bad. Just get some good cologne. If it's that deep, before you meet women, you can go to a perfume store. Oh, I'm just trying it out. And then you leave because brokey. But you get what I'm saying. Like, come on. It's really not that deep. Some pedos are actually lame and they're bummy and they know they can't get women their age, so they have to go the younger route because the younger girls are not going to see the bumminess. 1 year at the gym, bro. 1 year at the gym. Do a calorie deficit, bro. Skip the McDonald's. Get some low-calorie food. Eat some good salads. You know what I mean? Lose that. Lose the cool right here. Lose that. And you're going to be fine. But no, let me be lazy and stay ugly and talk to children. Because I don't want to be better myself. I'm supposed to live a normal life. You can lose weight. That's a normal thing to do. You know, people that were formerly fat, and I'm not talking about like you gained some weight. When you gained some weight, I'm not gonna say, oh, you're fat. No, I'm talking about like you're fat, right? There's always a breaking point. Denzel Dion shared that story. He said his breaking point, because he used to be, I don't even know, 400 pounds. His breaking point was when he couldn't fit on the roller coaster rides. He was the guy that was carrying everyone else's bag so that they could go on the rides. That was his breaking point. That's when he said, I need to lose this weight. For every fat person, there's a breaking point. So, what's your breaking point? Here's the thing. You shouldn't have to reach your breaking point because you shouldn't be comfortable. You shouldn't. I wouldn't let my children be comfortable with being fat. My kids gain a lot of weight. Like a lot of weight. We're going to get that handled. It's one thing you just had a baby. I understand. Another thing is like you gained like happy weight. That's another thing, happy weight. But you gained 300 pounds. You gained 200 something pounds. It looks different on everybody, but the most obvious one is how this guy looks. I'm not going to imitate him. You just look at him. Look at him. Don't laugh at him. You just look. This is something to laugh about. If you laugh, you're not a good person. I'm not laughing because this is a serious issue. Take care of yourself. We cannot be super tolerant because then you have people like my 600-pound life. There was even a guy, 600 pounds. And I'm going to say it, 600 pounds. He has to take a shower from his bed. He needs to have a caregiver scrub his body. And he had the audacity to say, oh, my caregiver is lazy. If she's lazy, what are you? I don't believe in being tolerant, like overtly tolerant. Okay? I don't. I believe in helping my friend lose weight. I believe in helping my lover lose weight. Making food that has way less calories. Because it does something to it's a health concern as well. Hello? It's a health concern. Oh, you're fat phobic, but you're gonna die in a few years if you don't get yourself together. The more we encourage body positivity for people that are obese, next thing you know, you're gonna have more people that are obese suing Six Flags, suing airlines, suing Lyft drivers, Uber drivers because they can't fit. Why couldn't you find a car that was my size? This society is really going out sad.
I know that I deserve a lawyer.
What does this
and you
say
can take
here?
that off me.
Oh, I'm so scared!
No, Sean, that can't be negotiated right now.
Yes, but a lawyer can.
Sure.
And I won't say anything more until a lawyer is here.
You don't want to say anything more?
Nope.
Okay. But you see right here, she did say I'm really...
You want ads that drive results. That's why we built Roku Ads Manager. Sign up at ads.roku.com.
Okay. But you see right here, she did say I'm really. But she did say that there, Sean.
Call Nate.
Is Nate your lawyer? You talk about how hot she is after she told you she's. And at one point you say that you were with a, looks like a, and you say that she gave you oral sex. That was a lie. Now, Sean, I've been doing this for a while, and when guys say things like that.
Can you give me a sec?
I'll give you a sec. It's fine.
Hey, I'm in trouble. I'm probably going to jail. I need you to come get the van. Yeah.
Do you want to tell him what you're in trouble for?
No, I don't. Leave me alone. Give me a sec.
Okay, I'll give you a sec.
That is so embarrassing. I will call a tow truck company before I call someone that I know personally to remove my car because I got in trouble. So embarrassing. Either way, you're done for because you're on camera. But in the moment, I would have called a tow truck company.
The address is, can you just quietly come get the van, please? You're not on speaker, so I can't hear what you're saying. Just write that address down. The keys are in the ignition. Just come get the
Such a lame. Just put the phone to your ear. He keeps making his case worse.
van. It's not. I wasn't in a sting.
You want to tell him what the sting was?
No.
No.
F you.
Okay.
I was in a sting.
Well, that's very disrespectful, Sean.
Yeah, so like he's being respectful to you.
I mean, I'm being very respectful here. I'm
Let's be respectful to him, please.
letting you have your phone call and all that.
I mean, you did this.
Yeah, I'm gonna need a lawyer.
Yeah. I mean,
I don't know who or how.
You did come to meet a tonight, Sean. So.
Okay. Bye.
Now, Sean, now that I've given you the respect to make your phone call, will you answer a few of my questions?
Am I going to jail?
You don't have to. I just want to be straight with you, man to man. I mean, do you see police here?
Yes, I do.
Where?
Well, I guess do not police. You're tactical.
He's tactical. So I just want to have a conversation with you, man to man, and I want to get through this with you.
Am I going to jail?
Can you answer a few of my questions? So, Sean, thank you, first of all. I appreciate you being respectful. Now, this, it's a concern that you mentioned oral sex with. When did this happen?
That was a lie.
It was a lie.
I never did that.
Sean, I've been doing this for a while. I've never seen someone type something like that and be lying about it. Is it a fantasy then, if it's a lie?
That's all it is.
Just a fantasy? Yeah. Okay. Okay. Why'd you feel the need to tell this girl that told you she was?
Because she was bringing stuff like that up and messaging me.
Oh, Sean, I've been honest with you this whole time, right?
Yes.
So, I think you should be honest.
Even if that were to be true. Even if that were to be true. Oh, she hit me up first. Why are you as a grown man responding? I'm gonna end up saying the same things over and over and over like, ugh.
With me. Now, I have everything here. It's clear that you were making the sexually charged advances, right?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. And you even say finding out you were really turns me on. What turns you on about that? Why does that turn you on?
I'm not a I'm just young and attracted. And I've tried to.
I'm not gay. I just like the same sex.
To avoid it all I can.
You're young, attracted, and not a.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Okay. When did this attraction start for you?
What is this, man?
I'm going to get to that in a minute. I just want to know a few things. You even say that if people ask about it, you can say that you're in the Big Brother, Big Sister club. And that would be your cover-up for being with her. And then you do send her a picture of, looks like your p***'s there. I mean, why send her something like that, Sean?
Because I'm lonely.
So that makes you commit a...
Boo Boo Cookie. Oh, that's so sad. Because it's not like clubs exist. It's not like going out exists. It's not like meeting some potential cool coworkers exists, you know? I'm lonely. It's not like, meeting people at the gym doesn't exist. It doesn't happen. It's not a real thing. It's a floozy. Like, it's not a real thing. Meeting people at the barber shop it's not a real thing.
Felony and try to...
I wasn't trying to her. She wanted it.
She wanted it.
That she wanted it.
Now, the problem with that is, Sean, is that a can't consent to sex with an adult, and you're 36,
and
right?
I wasn't coming over to necessarily have sex with her.
No. If I know the 12-year-old, you legally cannot consent to that stuff because you are a 12-year-old. But you want to consent like you are grown, I will handle you like the grown person that you think you are. I'm not letting you go out free.
Just chill, talk.
Sean,
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, sir. I'm sorry.
The thing is, after a conversation like that, you can't expect me to believe you were just going to come over here and chill.
I was not going to force anything on anybody that nobody wanted.
Okay, but if...
That's the truth.
I hear you, but if a was willing to...
No.
You still wouldn't. So...
I know this sounds weird, but not on the first date. I don't do anything like that. I like to get to know someone.
Well, you didn't get to know her before you sent her... Before you unleashed your p***s upon her. I mean, it's just...
Photos and videos.
Are you more of a third date type of person? What date was that going to occur on? The sex? The second, the third?
She was 18.
So you were going to groom her up until she was...
No, I was not going to groom her up.
Well, that's quite frankly what it is, Sean.
Literally what it is.
It's so sad. Like, I understand. I understand where he's coming from. He's not a pedophile. He's just young, attracted. And the reason why he's in the position that he's in, the reason why he's talking to 13-year-old kids, is because he's lonely. Nobody wants to talk to him. I understand. My heart hurts for him. It's not like he can't find women his age. It's not like he's going to meet people at the gym. Guys, I need a second. I understand. He won't even show his face. He's not a pedo. You have to understand, it's like, I'm not a lesbian. I'm just attracted to women. I'm not a toddler. I'm just 2 years old. I'm not black. I'm just a Negro. And like I'm trying to get you guys to understand. It's like, oh my god. I'm not French. I was just born in France. Like, listen, I totally get you, bro. I totally get you, bro. I get you. Give him some grace. Like, I'm not fat. I'm just 500 pounds. I'm not pregnant. I just have a big belly with a baby in it. Exactly. I'm not an addict. I just can't stop. I'm not 21. I am 21 years of age. It's hard for me to continue because I understand. And it's just the more he cries, and like the more I understand. Like it just hurts me even more. Okay. Okay. Okay, let's continue.
You even say, will you be my girlfriend? I can eat you out and jerk to you. Yeah, so she wants to watch you stroke. And before she can even answer that, you unleash a very diabolical video of
Am I
you
under
stroking.
arrest?
Well, I'm going to get to that in a minute,
Am I
Sean.
under arrest?
I'm going to get to that in a minute, Sean.
Am I under arrest? If I get up out of this chair and walk out the door, am I under arrest?
It's not going to be up to me to decide.
I wouldn't recommend doing that though.
It would be against my recommendation.
Yeah.
But
Am I going to jail?
I can't say for sure. It's not up to me to decide.
Am I going to jail?
I'm trying to order a pizza right now.
No, you're not.
Since I am.
You asked her for a video for rubbing and coming.
That's not how this works.
So you're not.
Carry on what you got going on, buddy. Don't worry about me.
Could you just answer a few more of my questions, Sean?
Nah, bro. Let me see your phone is crazy. You're asking an officer, let me see your phone. Let's see your phone!
Okay.
Ready for that pizza? Yeah.
Wait. Well, not yet. I think we're still talking. You sent a picture or a video of a friend of yours blowing you, it looks like you said. Why did she need to see that?
Wait, what?
To see that. Or a video of a friend of yours blowing you, it looks like you said.
You said a friend of yours? So you're not lonely. So you're able to, unless that was also a child,
Why did she need to see that?
Because he's lonely!
think of all types of excuses she can make up. You say, tell your mom you're having a tutor come over, and you being that tutor. When she sends you a picture, you ask if she can stay like that and let you undress her. And you say, are you ready to take your first shower with the guy?
Yeah, this is definitely a man's job. A woman cannot be doing this. You know what? I'm very creative. I like to think of new ideas. And I was thinking, for example, I could one day be a host of like To Catch a Cheater show. You know what I mean? I was thinking one day I could do that. But then I realized that's going to be a liability because according to some like cuckoo people, I'm ruining a beautiful relationship, even though one of the people from the relationship came to me to see if their partner was cheating. But whatever. That's a liability. I don't want to get jumped. And then another thing is, I thought about doing To Catch a Predator. I can't stomach it because I'm a woman. I'm a nurturing type. I'm the nurturing type. Excuse me. I just can't fathom. I just can't look at a grown man in his face and be like, oh, you said this to a child? Like, this is a man's job. I can't. Maybe I could like stand around or something to like be like, oh, this is what you said. But I can never be the head of it. Like, I can't. Can you do it? If you're a woman, can you do it? I can't do it.
You even say, I still can't believe that I'm actually going to be with a
child?
I mean, is this a lifelong fantasy for you, Sean?
How do you know when it's time to end a relationship or when to really fight for it to see if there's something there?
I don't think.
I mean, is this a lifelong fantasy for you, Sean?
It makes sense. Gene, it makes sense. You have to imagine, because he just said that he's lonely. Kids are so much easier to play with. Do you understand? They're so much more friendly. At recess, you can low-key never truly fully be alone. There will always be someone to play with. And then as you get older, it's harder. Yes, I understand. It makes sense. Yes.
Sean, could you at least answer me that?
Oh!
I mean, at some point you say you were watching a brother and sister have sex during the film you were watching. You say you were watching... Could you at least answer me that? I mean, at some point you say you were watching a brother and sister have sex during the film you were watching. Then you say you love incest.
Bro, you're into incest? Yo, that's nasty. Incest is not normal. Ew.
So the lady in that video you sent, was that a relative? Or, since you did say you love it, it wasn't?
Don't answer, please.
Okay. Sean, can you look at me? Can you? No? I would just feel, I just feel like, it's the respectful thing to do.
I'm
being
sorry.
Okay, being that you walked in.
I'm losing my mind right now.
You lose your mind. Okay. Well, I understand you're thinking a lot of things, I'm sure. You even say you were and I'm 36. That's illegal. Sean, if you knew it was illegal, then why did you come here tonight?
The fact that he sounds exactly like Chris Hansen is so funny to me. Like, he sounds exactly like him.
Sean, do you have an answer for that? Do you know why you came here tonight? You don't know? Because I can only make one conclusion from what I have here in this chat log. And you say I've been trying to find a legal way to see you. Are you ready to lose your virginity to me? Then you propose the idea of her acting as your daughter, and then you say, I want to make my little daughter a woman by taking her virginity. Sean? 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 Sean?
Let him go. He couldn't take it anymore. He's in pain. Dang!
I'm gonna have to ask you to take it. Sean, you're not gonna wanna... Sean? Go right there.
Get on the ground!
Sean?
Get on the ground! On your stomach! On your stomach now!
Get all this
On
gear.
your stomach! Get down on the ground with your hands behind your back. Right now! Right now!
I don't want to hear him cry. It's gonna hurt me even more.
I'm not gonna lose. You notice that I stopped. I'm sorry, sir. Yes, sir. Go ahead, stand up for me. I can't. You need to lift me. I'm too fat. I'm sorry.
Oh, he's too fat, he needs a lift.
All right. Stand up.
He needed to be triple cuffed? That should be your breaking point, bro. You needed to be triple cuffed? Is that even a thing, or are you talking about double? Either way, this should be your breaking point. That would have been my breaking points. For sure. I understand, guys. I don't come here thinking like, oh, if you're fat, you deserve to get bullied. No. We have to talk to people. Yes, I understand what you went through. I know why you are at the point that you are right now. But it gets to a point where you need to wake yourself back up. And not let what's going on in your head, the trouble that's going on in your head, consume you. Not even consume you, enlarge you. Like, you can't let that happen. It gets to a point. This would have been my breaking point. You had to lift me up because I'm too fat. Two big men had to lift me up because I'm too fat? That has to be your breaking point. He wasn't lying. 1, 2, 3. So embarrassing. That's my breaking point. Triple? I have never seen a triple. Never in my life. And he's not even that big. He's not even that big. That's the craziest part. So imagine someone that's 600 pounds.
I'm sorry, Nathan.
Triple.
Sorry. I'm sorry. Let's see the car real quick.
100% why he did it. There's probably condoms in there too, I bet.
Most likely.
At least that one was packing in the sweatpants there. He probably bought some toys from the Diddy part.
Probably. We told him not to do it.
Don't do it.
He was warned a few times.
What did he do when he came inside?
So when he came inside, he pretty much just talked to her. I believe he wanted a hug. And she just talked to him for we let it go for 2 minutes. And then we came out. There wasn't too much interaction between him and the decoy.
Okay. All worked out.
Yeah. Sorry for that. Sorry for giving you guys some action.
Thanks a lot.
What are you still doing here? You still have not downloaded Pi Adblock? You know I'm just gonna keep showing up on your screen until you...
Bye. I'm so sorry. I'm not a mean person, but I hate ads like that. What are you doing? Because I'm going to keep popping up on your screen. Don't skip this ad because it's rude. Like, ads like that get on my everlasting nerves. Like, bye.
So there he goes in the back of the sheriff's car. All right, and that's gonna be the end of Sean there. Wasn't the most, thank you, Rick. Wasn't the most talkative guy, but you know, got out everything I could get out of him. You know, he really didn't want to stay and have a chat.
All that body, but he couldn't stomach what he did.
He couldn't stomach it at all. I mean, it's a good thing he had such a big.
I don't want to ever hear any of y'all say, even if you're watching the playback or you're watching like months, years from now, I don't ever want to hear y'all say that I'm fat phobic. We need to redefine fat phobic. I feel like if you look at someone that's fat and you're like, ew, you're fat, that's fat phobic. I feel like if you look at someone that is gay and you're like, I don't be next to me because you're gay, that's homophobic. That's what I would call that. Yes. This, I don't even know, I wouldn't even say it's fat phobic, but it's kind of mean. It's mean. At least when I talk about it, it's coming from a good place.
Stomach, because that kind of like it cushioned the fall for him for sure. Good to see you again.
Good to see you.
Yeah.
Good job on this one.
Oh, good job to you guys. Yeah.
Thank you guys so much. Yeah, no problem.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. All right. Well, I guess if this is the last one for now, we went out with a bang.
Yeah, we did.
Thank you guys for that.
We'll definitely talk further. All right, man.
For sure.
But good work on this one. We're actually this is farther reaching than even you guys know.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
This was a really good one.
Okay, I'm glad we could.
I guess in the grand scheme of things.
For sure. No, I'm glad we could help with that and collaborate and all that. Thank you. Thank you.
All right. Hey, take care.
All right. See you guys.
Yeah. You safe going home?
Thank you.
Sir, you too.
I didn't get to it, but at some point he said, "I've been humping my bed thinking about you." Like literally his penis is out and he's dry humping his bed. Like in this, it's just I didn't get. He ran out before I could ask him about it. Oh, man, I really wish I would have. If he would have stuck around for one more page. Well, there you have it. That was the story of 36-year-old Sean from Tecumseh, Michigan. What an absolute menace to society. At the time of the recording of this video, Sean is currently still in jail. His bond is set at $31,000. The case is currently in trial and a decision hasn't been made yet, but we'll be on the lookout to see what happens with him.
I want to see the comments. So let's get into it. I'm not a pedo, I'm just young attracted is crazy. He's gonna live the rest of his life not even knowing he was skeeted in 4K. You're not police, you're tactical. The people that cry after getting caught make me so mad. Like, everyone knows they're crying because they got caught, not because they're sorry. Sick human beings. This is exactly what should be expected of law enforcement. Gideon almost getting arrested for this is crazy. I didn't even know that. He almost got arrested. Why does this predator look like a bag of vanilla pudding fell onto a dusty carpet? I'm not fat phobic. It's not even fat phobia, but it's so mean. Openly checking out someone's daughter in public is so disgusting. Thanks for catching this guy. What a creep. All right. Oh. I'm supposed to have a normal life. Okay, then make normal choices. All right, my people. That about wraps up today's stream. Thank you all so much for being here. God bless every single one of you. This stream went on long enough, right? I think this is pretty good. 2 hours, 16 minutes. Tomorrow, we're going to be reacting to 2 loyalty tests. So that should be exciting. I'm excited. I wanted to save the the most entertaining stuff for last, especially because I will not be streaming 3 days a week anymore. I'm going to be sticking to Saturdays of every week, but I always tell you guys, if anything changes, I will let you know. I don't think I have any other announcements, but there is one more video I was going to react to. I think it's Gideon tomorrow. I think tomorrow we're reacting to Gideon, and then it's going to be like UD, and it's going to be Jack TV. Jack TV posted abruptly. Like, I was like, oh, because usually he posts like once a month. So the fact that he dropped another one, I am ready for tomorrow. I'm so ready for tomorrow. The new streaming schedule should be better. The streaming should be longer because I will be collecting content from the whole week and putting it onto that Saturday. But I also have to protect myself and make sure that I do not get burnt out, because there are some streamers that can stream for 10 hours. I don't think I have that in me. 10 hours, especially because when I talk, I'm very like energetic and stuff like that. Like, I don't think I can do that for such a long time. So we will see. We will see. The longest stream I've done, it was almost 4 hours. And even after that stream, I was so tired. I was like drained from it. And it wasn't like in a bad way, like you guys tired me. No, like I just was tired. Like 4 hours, girl, 4 hours. So I don't know if I can even do 7 hours. You know what I mean? But we'll see. For me to even go on that long, I have to take it slow. I cannot be as energetic, but you guys appreciate when I am energetic. So to keep that flow, to keep that energy, to keep that stamina, I need to keep it like cool, like, you know, very like, I would say like in the middle. Like, I'm not gonna be like because I did that a lot. I was like I can't do that if I'm gonna be streaming for like 6 hours, 7 hours. But we will see. We will see. All right. I appreciate y'all for being here. God bless every single one of you. I will see you guys tomorrow at 10 a.m. Pacific time. Do not miss it. I want to see you. I want you here tomorrow, 10 a.m. Pacific time, especially because tomorrow will be the last day that I will be streaming 3 days a week. So if you are watching now or you're watching the playback, tune in. Do not miss it, because this is something that I'm going to stick with. And if I can be even more honest with you, after that, I may turn into like streaming spontaneously. So that's just me being honest. But we're going to take it one day at a time. God bless you. I love you all. Kamata bisou. Mwah! Bye, my people. See you tomorrow.